Hey, it's Chris from Map on Terrain. Hope you guys are doing okay. Welcome to the channel that rocks, the channel that never stops. Anyways, hey, welcome to the channel. Hey, I was going to ask you a question, and this is something I've just experienced. Have you ever had this on your dashboard? The lightning bolt of death. Now, I wanted to shoot this outdoors in the sunshine where there'd be better light. We'll do the best we can with the light we have. You should be able to see what I'm doing inside the engine compartment. I wanted to, like I said, shoot it outside in better light. So guys, I wanted to knock out this video before this next big rain squall comes in. And I heard it's gonna piss like a cow pissing on a stone. So anyways, so the rain's coming, Anyways, let's get going, and I want to talk to you about some things, and some other things I've seen in other videos that are completely wrong. So let's get going. The things I want to talk about really quick that are important. I've watched a lot of videos about how to change a throttle body. That's what we're going to do, and I'll go over the codes with you about that. But, you know, some of these videos say, you know, from 2007 to 2018. That's wrong, really wrong. You know, this 3.8 motor, they only made it, I put it in the Jeep Wranglers from 2007 to 2011. So after 2012, it had the 3.6 liter Pentastar motor. So different animal. So just so you know that, like I said, it's an 07 to 2011. That's when we get to work on it, and you'll know that you have the right motor. You know, I don't want to knock anybody, but some of these guys should do the research a little bit. Anyways, enough about that. Okay guys, bear with me here. We just had a gimbal failure. I hate when that happens. So I'm gonna have to freehand it here, and lost some camera equipment. I don't know why, but I'll tell you what the code mine was throwing. It's a P0221. It specifically indicates an issue with a throttle position sensor, which is in here. So this is a 2007. I've had it for 16 years. Okay, now that's an old throttle body. That's been in there for 188,000 miles. Okay, so anyways, it's got a potentiometer that measures how open the throttle is, and it goes to your pedal. It's a fly-by-wire thing. You know, it doesn't have a frickin' cable. I don't know who says that it has a cable. It's fly-by-wire. Yeah, this guy right here is the brains of the operation. That's your PCM. It's the powertrain control module. Okay, the PCM is the main computer that pretty much controls all this stuff and determines how much engine power to deliver based on the throttle angle. And I'll show you this all later. So, getting a little technical. If the PCM detects that the throttle angle exceeds or falls short of what is expected from a specific RPM, and like I said, this is the brains of the whole, this runs the whole damn thing. This is the brains of the operation. But anyways, it'll throw a P0221 error. And I had some other ones, but that was the main one. It told me it was a lightning bolt on the dashboard. Now I'm going to change it out. Now I'm going to say that might not be it, but there's a good chance it is. So what we'll do is we'll climb in here. We're going to take that thing out. It's starting to rain again. I just pulled it out for a minute so we get a little better ambient light. So we're going to pull this whole unit off right here. Okay, I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Now specifically, this is what we're going to do. Okay, this is the old throttle body. We're taking that out. It's plastic, and we're going to replace it. This is the old Mopar one with the new one. As far as I can see, this new one you know, has an aluminum body. This one's all plastic. This is OEM for Mopar, and I went and priced these things, and this thing was like 500 bucks for Mopar. So whatever, I don't see why this one would be as good as that one or worse. Whatever, this looks like a good unit. Dorman makes it, and I'll give you the part number when we get a chance here. But let's get this thing off. Now, first thing, we're gonna need to get this hose off the front of the throttle body, which goes to the air box, pretty much. And this is an 8mm. Just loosen this up. Man, I'm doing it the easy way, but I'm old. I want to save my joints. So we'll get that off. Now the whole thing slides off. I don't know what you're at. I'm just looking at my camera angles. I don't have my equipment. This is your air box right here. There's another clip down here. That comes off. Hope you guys can see this. This comes off. It's another hose that goes to the top of your valve cover there. This whole thing should just pop right off from here. Now, one other thing. And this pisses me off too. You know, this right here It's in line with your inbox air hose, is an air charge temperature sensor. It's not a map sensor. This relays info to the PCM over here and tells it the air temp of the air entering the engine and calibrates everything else down the line. So this is very important, and these are easy to change, and they're not that expensive. But what we can do with this is just pull this red tab up here. I don't know if you can see it, the red tab. Pull that up, and it should just come right off. Well, it could be wrong. Anyways, as luck would have it, I'm getting ready to pull this air charge temperature sensor out of my line so I can get this whole unit off. And there's a little red tab you push up, and it just snapped in my fingers. It's an old motor. I mean, it's, you know, this is 2007. It's 16 years old. But anyways, there's two tabs right here. These black ones you can push. That'll compensate for the lock. You can pull that off, okay? So there you go. That's off. Now, we loosened this already. This whole air box should come off. We'll set it aside for a minute. Onward. Hey, another thing, disconnect your battery cable. Either one of them, I just do the negative. It's 10 millimeter usually. Just kind of get it off of there. Move it to the side. And another thing that's good about that, we'll kind of reset everything. We'll do that. Kind of get it out of the side there. That one we won't have any voltage going anywhere. And it's a good thing. I'm trying to give you guys a better angle here anyway, so got a throttle body, right? Okay, bueno. But we need to get the plug out of here. So you squeeze this plug. Now this plugs into your whole unit here. Let's take that off before we get the throttle body off. So what we'll do is we'll squeeze these two tabs together. Together. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. And we'll just pull that sucker off of there. There you go, man. Now we're ready for some real action. Hope you guys are excited. It's gonna be amazing. Now you can do this, the smaller diameter to get into the tight spaces. This is a 1/4 inch socket, skinny extension. That's an 8 millimeter on the end, 8 whole millimeters. So you can get in here. It's pretty easy, and even the harder ones you can get to around this hose, just so you know, but I'm gonna use a different method. Anyways, that's that. So you guys, I don't know if you know how to do it this way. I like power tools, man. Always have. Do that. There's that one. There's that one. I've got a little bit of an angle problem. There we go. There's that one. There's that one. See how easy that was, kids? Shit, you train a monkey to do this shit. So we're pulling this old ancient gunky throttle body off. And I just, you know, it's just save your screws, save your screws. Hold on to those babies. You know, from your wife's pillow, whatever. There's the old one. Now I want you to look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Anyways, you see that? And I cleaned this thing out once, you can tell in the front. See how it's kind of clean? And it didn't help very much. It worked for a while, but I was still getting the lightning bolt thing. And the lightning bolt thing would only happen like every 15, 20 miles. When you're on the freeway, the real convenient times, I want to come on. You lose power, it goes into safe mode or limp mode, whatever they call it. So it's like an old jalopy. When you come up to an idle, it's like, you know, that kind of shit, stuff. Anyways, I'm going to keep my language decent, because kids might be watching this video, and you know, I want to keep it on the good side. But anyways, there you go. That's off. That thing's a freaking mess. That's why. But anyways, I want to show you something else. See this gasket right here? There's a gasket there. Let me get a screwdriver. We'll get that mama out of there. Replace this, please. Don't use the old one. This one's cracked and crappy, and we can get a little flathead in there and we'll get it out. Hold on a sec. So this gasket needs to come out. It's old, it's crappy. He's seen better days, man. 16 years. Pull that out, man. Look at this thing. Jeez. It's time to go. I wanted to say this real quick. Now, when I bought this kit with the new new throttle body that we just took off. We're going to replace. It came with this. That was the gasket they gave me. I don't like this. I don't know what this lip is right here and all that crap. So I just got the Felpro. Here's the part number 6147. No, 61467. Sorry. Too much coffee today. That's the part. It's $2.25. It's going to break the bank if you get one of these. Anyways, just get it. And you can use the old one that came with the, you know, in the box with the new unit, but I'd use a new one. So anyways, lordy, let's clean this up, man. So I'm not putting it back together with this crap in here. Jeez. We'll do it the right way. As my dad used to say. So let's get some carburetor choke and throttle body cleaner. This stuff's amazing. God, I'm glad they invented this stuff. Spray the crap out of it. Let's go around with a seal. I just showed you. Oh, she's kind of hot. A little bubbling down there on the fucking manifold. Sorry about the language. Let's clean this out, man. Nice and clean. I usually take a shop towel and get in there and wipe it out a little bit. You know, get some of that gunk. It's been in there for 6 decades. Look at that. All right, just so you know, this mounting plate mounts to the top of your upper intake manifold, so it's all part of the unit. And I replaced all this. This is all new. I put new gaskets in. That's another story. But anyways, like I said, I've had this for a long time, and I take care of it. I really do. 188,000 miles, doesn't burn oil, runs great, except for this part. That's about the best I'm going to get it for now. Well, for now until, well, you know what I mean. Anyways, she's done. She's done. All right. Next step. I'm going to go take a piss. I'll be right back, I promise. Okay. First things first. All done there. So basically, we took out all the old, we cleaned it out. We took the old gasket out. You know, we're going to put in a new gasket, and let's do it this way. We'll put it in this way, make sure it seats well. Look at this engineering marvel. Look at that, man. Damn. Those Chinese, they really know what they're doing, don't they? Anyway. Oh, boy. Okay, make sure it's seated all the way around, okay? Now, look how much of a lip comes out here instead of that old crappy one that was pressed up against. Now, this is important because if you get air in here, it's going to screw up the computer. It's going to screw everything up, and it's going to give you more error messages. So make sure it's all seated in there. Look at that bueno. Gosh, dang it. It's amazing. Okay, so we're getting ready to mount on the new throttle body position sensor. So this is the old one. Once again, there's like a 1/4 inch of frickin' gunk on that thing. No matter how I tried to clean out the inside, I couldn't get the back side of it. Like I said, it's a butterfly valve. See, it opens. See how it's partially open? That's your idle. It's just enough air in to idle your Jeep. If it was closed, your Jeep wouldn't idle. But anyways, so that's the old one. That's the new one. A little difference there. Same architecture, and this is new. Should work a lot better. I'm happy with it, man. I think it's going to do me right, guys. I think it's going to do me right. This thing is, like I said, 16 years old. You know, and I'm so glad I changed it. I'm stoked. Anyways, we're going to put the new one on here, and same concept. We'll put it on, rinse and repeat, put it on, take it off. I got my handy nuts and bolts, actually my bolts. Same thing. This is easy, man. God. My sister could do this. Right? Boom, boom. Just get them started so you don't cross thread the things. Right. You know, I'm not going to, I'll torque these down with the ratchet. I'm not going to hit them with the impact drill. One there. Ooh, it's a little different. This has a little bit of a inside dentation, and this one doesn't, but anyways, doesn't matter. If it works, it works. I don't care, okay? I just want to drive to work. It does kind of, I'm trying not to get my fat head in the way of your video here. So this is what we got, man. Let's hand tighten those like that. Blah, blah, blah. Got a new gasket in there. I feel pretty good about that. Just a second here. Let me find out where I did with my 8mm. Ugh. How does it feel like a new man? You know, I went to get a hamburger today. I was pretty fired up about it. I love burgers. And I went in there and they said, now made with 100% real beef, right? And I'm thinking to myself, well, what the heck were they making them out of before? Anyways, so let me tighten these up. I'm just gonna hand tighten them, get it snug, and then I'll get right back to you, okay? Look at that masterpiece. Gosh, I'm so proud of myself. Okay, they're finger tight. You know, specs wise, I'm a big torque wrench guy. I like torque specs. I guess it's 5 foot-pounds. You know, for this, I know it's plastic. I do the cross pattern. What do they call that? There's another term for it. I don't know. I should know this. So there, right? It's nice and tight in here. In here. Look at that, man. It was easy. Not too tight. And then I do the same thing. I do it again. Just, you know, see. Now I can feel that gasket kind of compressing in there, that blue one in there. So it means we got a good seal. That's what we want. Or it's going to suck air in here, and your PCM is going to go haywire and go, what the fuck is going on? Anyways. Nice and easy. Just get it in there. Don't fuck it up. Back and forth. Yeah, I think that's the ticket, brother. A little more torque here. It's on there. It ain't going nowhere. All right. Well, let's do what we got to do next, guys. All right, those are nice and snug. Like I said, it's good to use a 1/4 inch with a thin extension on it, because it's just easier. Because if you get down by this, where this your hose comes in, it's just kind of a, you know, whatever. All right, it's time for the pluggy. I don't know what this little ledge is right here on this new one. I guess it's for the wire to sit on top, I guess. I don't know. So let's get that mommy in there, nice and snug. Wiggle it around a little bit. There you go, man. Make sure it's seated. Looks like it's seated. Awesome. Now all we have to do is put the air box back on. This air box is the best box I've ever had. Damn, lucky to have that box. So I'm gonna put this lid back on the air box, right? Oh, look at that. You know what that is? That's an extra key. No, it's not a key. I hide it in here and close the air box on top of it. So if you ever lock yourself out of your Jeep, I mean, this is obviously is not going to start the Jeep because it doesn't have the chip in it like the factory keys do. But what you can do, if you lock your keys in the Jeep, this will get you into the Jeep. Isn't that amazing? Pro tip there. All right, just trying to help you out, kids. Let's put this box back on. All right, guys. Anyway, let's put this back together. Forgive me for the noise there. It's my neighbor and his quads out running around. Hey, we live out in the country. That's fine, man. I don't mind that at all. But when I'm making videos, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But anyways, because of the noise factor, let's put that mama back on. All right. And this time I'm just going to torque it down with this guy. Like I said, it's an 8mm. No big deal. I'm sure you have one in the garage somewhere, because I know you guys are professional mechanics. Okay. Now you want this tight because, like I said, you know, not too tight, but the air, you don't want air coming in around here and going in, because the sensor is going to be kind of wonky if you do that. All right, I think this one's tight. All right, let's get the gearbox back on. Like I said, clips. 07 Wrangler, you got clips. Let me adjust the camera a little bit so our viewing audience will have a better view. Anyways, so like I said, there's the box. There's my key I stuck in there, my stealth key. And let's put it back together. There you go. Boom. Boom. This one's kind of hard to get, but it's possible. Boom. See? There you go. Look at that box. People take that a different way. It's kind of an adult video at times. I'm sorry I'm weird, but I can't make boring videos, guys. I got to put some humor in here and not make it dry. Anyway, so that's done, except for this part. Let's put our air change temperature sensor here. It's not a map sensor. I don't know, these knuckleheads say it is, but the map sensor's up there. And I don't know if it's on a different motor or whatever, or they're talking about, anyways, back on there, click. Like I said, there's a red tab in here that I busted off because it was like completely disintegrated from the heat of 16 years of fabulous four-wheeling into the Jeep experience. I'm very proud of myself for that. Anyway, so that's back on there nice and snug. If you want to change one of these, they're easy to take out. You just, it has a, well, of course the plug comes out, but you can change these out, and sometimes they get gunky. I hope this one isn't, but there's other sensors you can change down here. You know, crankshaft position sensor, your cooling temperature sensor. There's, what else is there? There's a bunch of stuff down there. But anyways, so that's back on. Let's see what she does. Okay, should be set up. Negative battery lead back on. $10mm usually. Good enough. Okay, well, let's fire her up. All right, fire in the hole. Yeah, look at that. Starts up like it just came off the showroom floor. The other thing, if I forgot, is this. Don't forget to put this thing back on there. The vacuum hose. Alright. So now I'm going to show you something that nobody ever shows you in these videos on how to change this, and that's the relearn system. So your PCM, the brains of the operation, will be able to know what position the throttle body is on this side. Now the throttle body, it's all electronic. It knows where this thing is. Alright. Well, most of the time. If you reset it, this thing is a catastrophe. Looks like the Exxon Valdez crashed in there. But anyways, so that when you press on the gas pedal, if you guys can see this, this will open from the voltage from your PCM. Obviously, that's full throttle, balls to the wall, and then at idle, it's always going to have a little gap in here. So the air for idle will be able to get in there, because it was completely closed. Your Jeep wasn't idle. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it. But anyways, enough about that. Let's do the relearn process. I got you through this. You happy? Not that hard to do, man. This thing works great. We'll clear all the codes, and let's talk about the relearn process, which you will do from the cockpit, like Captain Scooby. Okay, new throttle body's all in. Everything's cool, but we want the PCM to be able to recognize the new throttle body. It's a new piece of equipment. We want the PCM to be calibrated with the new throttle body. So nobody does this in their videos. I don't know why. I don't know if they don't know how to, but if you want to make your life a little easier, I'll show you how to do it. So what we're going to do, let's go into the on position. I'll start on. Ignition to the on position. Okay. See this little guy? It's going to start blinking. Like a Las Vegas casino sign. See it blinking? All right, we're good. Now, when that stops, which it just did, I'm gonna take my pedal, the gas pedal, I'm gonna push it all the way to the bottom and let it up slowly. Slowly. Yep. There you go. Should be all reset. Let's start the Jeep. Runs like a baby. Like a baby. Like a baby. Alright, it's the relearn process, you know. Just be sure you do it. I mean, just, you know, down the line it'll help you out. So, there you go. So, everything seems to be working well. Not throwing the code. I'll keep an eye on it. Otherwise, I hope you guys liked the video. I'm going to wrap it up. Closing up the shop. Oh. That's the part number. You guys can see it for the throttle body. And I like the unit because it's made out of aluminum. It's not made out of plastic. But anyway, that was the, once again, that's the gasket number I used. You can see that. Just, you know, so you guys know. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Don't give me a thumbs down, please. Well, if you have to, go ahead. But anyways, hey, you guys have a great day. It's raining like crazy out there. And I'm supposed to go on a fishing charter out of San Francisco Bay tomorrow. We go out and catch some lingcod and rockfish about 30 miles out. I don't know if you guys know where the Farallon Islands are. They're about 30 miles outside, past the Golden Gate Bridge. Marine forecast, rain, 6-foot swells, 40-foot boat. I don't know if I'm going to go or not. Bring your rain gear, that's for sure. But anyways, just so you know, you guys have a good day. Love you. And we'll see you on the next video. This is Chris from Outbound Terrain. Buenas noches.